Hi everyone! Would you like to improve your English by learning the correct order for adjectives in your sentences? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen and today I'm going to teach you the correct order of adjectives for your sentences. As you know, an adjective is a word which helps to describe a noun. A noun being a person, place, animal, or thing. When we use adjectives to describe nouns, an adjective has to go before the noun that you are describing in your sentence. For example, I have a book. If I want to describe this book with the adjective interesting, I'd have to say, I have an interesting book. Or I have a heavy book, or I have an English book. If I want to put more than one adjective together to describe the book, there is an actual order that the adjectives must be in. I have a white interesting book would not make sense in English because the correct order, color, would have to come after the word interesting. So I have an interesting white book. I have an interesting big white English book. So let's talk about the order of adjectives. There are 8 steps that you need to think of when you are describing something. And when you're describing something, make sure your adjectives are in the correct order of the steps. It is not necessary, obviously, to use one adjective from all 8 groups. However, when you're using more than one adjective, make sure that it follows this order. The first type of adjective that you will use is your opinion about something. Is it ugly, beautiful, interesting, amazing, terrible? That will be the first adjective that you use. The second adjective is the size of something. Is it big? Is it small? Etc. The third category for adjectives describes the shape. Is it round, square, pointy, star-shaped, etc. Step number 4, describe the age, old, new, young, ancient, and so on. Step number 5 is to describe the color. And after you've described the color, if there's a certain pattern you want to describe, like polka dots or stripes, you can do that directly after color. Number 6 is origin. Origin means where is the item from? Usually this is connected to which country it came from. So I am a woman, I am a Canadian woman. And in the order of adjectives, I am a young Canadian woman. Number 7 is describing the material that the item is made out of. Is it wood? Is it glass? Is it metal? Is it plastic? And finally, step number 8 is the purpose or the function of the item. For example, if I was describing a fun trip, is it a fun business trip or a fun family trip? So in that case, business or family would be the purpose of the trip. Or if I'm describing a pair of ugly black shoes, are they ugly black sports shoes or are they ugly black dress shoes? So in that case, sports or dress is describing the purpose of the shoes. I am a young Canadian English teacher. So English is describing the purpose. What am I teaching? So let's talk about how to describe something interesting together. Here I have something called a daruma. It is from Japan. So if I want to describe this, first I will start with my opinion. My opinion of this is that it is lucky. So the first adjective is lucky. The second category for adjectives is the size. I think this is not very big. I've seen larger darumas, so it is small. So lucky, small. Next is the shape. So this daruma is round. Okay, so lucky, small, round. Next is the age. This daruma is about 9 years old. I've had it for a while, so it's relatively old in my opinion. So we can say it is a lucky, small, round, old. Next, you describe the color. This daruma is red. So it is a lucky, small, round, old, red daruma. Step number 6 is to describe the origin. I bought this when I was in Japan. It is a Japanese figure. Lucky, small, round, old, red, Japanese daruma. Step number 7 is to describe the material. This daruma is made of wood, so it's a wooden daruma. It is a lucky, small, round, old, red, Japanese, wooden daruma. And step number 8 is to describe the function of the daruma. So darumas are basically used for making wishes. To show you the order of adjectives, I could maybe add the word, it's a Japanese wooden wishing daruma if I wanted to. So this is how you can describe this daruma using the adjectives in the correct order. If I change the order of these adjectives, it would sound incorrect and strange to native speakers. So by remembering and understanding the order of adjectives, it will really help you to increase your English fluency. Now that you know the order of adjectives, let's take a look at a couple of items and listen carefully for the correct order of adjectives. I have a box. If I want to describe this box, here are some adjectives. Can you put these adjectives in the correct order for describing this box? It is a cute, small, square, wooden box. You need to make sure that the adjectives are in the correct order, because it wouldn't make sense if I said something like, I have a wooden, cute, blue, small box. It sounds like it could be correct, but it's not. And if native speakers hear you put the adjectives in the incorrect order, you will not sound like a native speaker, and people will kind of be a bit confused. Here I have my favorite mug. Again, taking a look at these adjectives to describe the mug, can you put these adjectives in the correct order successfully? It is an inspirational, large, white ceramic mug. Inspirational is my opinion. Large is the size, white is the color, ceramic is the material. Next, let's see if you can put these adjectives in the correct order to describe this bowl. It is an adorable, heart-shaped, pink plastic bowl. One of my students gave me this money as a souvenir from their country, Brazil. If I want to describe this money, can you please put these adjectives in order to describe this correctly? It is old, blue, Brazilian paper money. Next, my friend gave me these chopsticks from Korea as a present. Can you put these adjectives in order to describe these chopsticks successfully? They are wonderful, long, flat, silver, Korean metal chopsticks. Next, here is a Swiss Army knife that my father used to own and that he gave to me. Can you put these adjectives in the correct order to describe this Swiss Army pocket knife? It is an amazing, tiny, pointy, old, white, Swiss metal pocket knife. Can you put the adjectives in the correct order to describe this candle holder, which was a gift from my friend Sarah? Can you put these adjectives in the correct order? It is a lovely, large, square, retro, blue and white, French glass candle holder. You might have noticed that in all of these examples, before using the adjectives to describe the noun, there was a small word in front of the adjectives at the beginning of all the sentences. These words that you also need to include in your sentences are called determiners. They can be simple things such as articles like a, an, and the. They could be possessive pronouns like my, your, his, her, their, our. They could be demonstrative pronouns like this, that, these, those. Or it could be a number, something to quantify it. 1, 2, 4, some, many. Make sure you have some kind of determiner at the beginning of your sentence. I wouldn't just say, I have white mug. No, I have a white mug. I wouldn't just say, look, pink soft blanket. I'd say, look at this soft pink blanket. So please remember the correct order of adjectives, which is opinion, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, and purpose or function. And now it's time for question of the day. Today's question is, please describe some items that are in your house using several different adjectives so that you can practice putting the adjectives in the correct order. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, please subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou so you don't miss any lessons. And give this video a thumbs up. Good luck with your English studies, everyone, and I'll see you in the next lesson.